My mother was a wonderful woman, and she didn't deserve to be brutally killed like that.
Tonight, a South Philadelphia family is making a renewed plea for justice after an 81-year-old store owner was shot multiple times on Christmas Eve. Monday night, Rick is off. Walter Perez joins us, and the big story on Action News is the continued search for a killer after a beloved member of the community was violently murdered.
It happened just before 9 a.m. on Saturday near the corner of South 6th and Titan Streets in South Philadelphia. Neighbors tell Action News Marie Buck had just opened her shop for the day. Action News reporter Dan Cuellar is live at the scene with much more. Dan.
Walter, as homicide detectives continue their investigation, family, friends, and neighbors are in a state of shock. No one can understand why someone would want to essentially assassinate a defenseless 81-year-old woman as she sat behind a counter in her grocery store.
That's not good.
Relatives and friends cried and hugged as they continue to grieve the horrific and inexplicable Christmas Eve murder of a beloved neighborhood figure.
She was an unbelievably warm, loving person. And the worst people don't deserve to die like that, let alone the best.
81-year-old Marie Buck operated her little grocery store, simply called Marie's, here at the corner of 6th and Titan. For 43 years, family members say she never had a problem. That was until Christmas Eve morning. A witness tells police just before 9, her 82-year-old husband, Michael, had just walked out of the store when a man in a hoodie and dark clothing walked in and shot her 12 times. He said nothing and took nothing and then walked out.
I mean, who pours 12 shots into a 4'10" woman? I mean, seriously. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. My mother was good to everyone.
Neighbors say she was the kind of store owner that if a customer didn't have the money to pay, she would tell them, no problem, just pay her when they could.
This is a surprise. It's unbelievable. I mean, you can't, sometimes you just think you're going to wake up and it could just be a nightmare you've been dreaming. 81 years old. Who could possibly have done that? Who could possibly hated her that much to do that?
Family members say what makes it all the more painful is that it happened over Christmas. It was Marie Buck's favorite holiday, and she was known for dressing up as Santa, handing out gifts. So why did someone so viciously want to kill the 81-year-old woman beloved by so many?
She was murdered, and it doesn't, 81-year-old women get to be murdered and to be shot multiple times, to stand there and to just continue to pull the trigger.
There's got to be a reason behind this. Whatever it is, there's got to be a reason. I mean, you know, everybody's trying to beat themselves up, trying to figure out something.
Family members say there were no surveillance cameras in the store because she never felt she needed them. Ironically, they say that after 43 years, she was finally going to close the store for good.